So, you finally have Ganyu. Let's talk. Hello, it's going up guys, my name is Stephen and welcome back to my channel. And today I'm going to start a new series called Guide Impact. What is Guide Impact that you ask? Well, it's basically a guide on every character in Genshin Impact where I will analyze every character's best weapon, what they use, and then artifact that fits for them, and a constellation that you should focus on, and skill priority, and what lineup they fit get, and what their rainbow is. So without further ado, let's begin, shall we? And to start off this brand new series, we will going to analyze Ganyu. Her first banner appeared at version 1.2 phase 2, and she's a cryo bow user which deals immense damage than any other bow user that I've seen so far. And without further ado, let's analyze this cute code. Okay, so I have 10 my recommended weapons. 3 of them are 3-star weapon, and 4 of them are 4-star weapon, and 3 of them are 5-star weapons. So let's start from the 3-star weapon, shall we? So from the 3-star, I recommend their slingshot, which has a crit rate, and if a normal charge attack hits a target, it will increase your attack damage. But if you miss, you will lose them by 10%. So this is good for beginners. Like if you play Ganyu, but charge shot there's 2 types. One which is the basic charge shot, which like every character has, and the 2 it will become an AoE damage. Now since Ganyu can hit its AoE, it never miss and you never lose your bonus. Next up we got there is Sharpshooter Shot, which increases damage against weak spot by 24%. So if you manage to land many hit points, you can use this weapon, but I do not recommend you to use this to bosses because they don't have any weak spots. So it works only elite and normal bosses. So next up we got the Messenger, which charge attack, which while if it's a weak point, it will deal additional attack damage and crit damage, which means you can use the crit damage to artifact to increase its damage. But it's the same like the Sharpshooter Sword, so it doesn't work on bosses. Next up we got the very decent hunt or the battle pass skill, which I don't have because I never purchased the battle pass yet. So what I know is that the bow is basically like 20, but you have to aim it while normal attack or charge attack, other than elemental skill or elemental burst, which will summon a cyclone that is basically like 20 burst. Next we got the compound bow, which it's kinda neat because it's kinda situational because it increases the physical attack and attack speed, so it doesn't work on charge shots. Instead it is very damage and the damage which is physical. So I think for those who wanna play like normal attack with both archer user, so I think you can use the compound bow. And the next up we got the Hamayumi, which I'm currently equipped, which is increase normal attack and charge attack damage. When I equip this and my elemental burst is ready, this increased by 2 times. So if you don't use your elemental burst that often, even though it gives you a benefit of increased fire damage, so yeah, you can use this. And then for those who wanna use headshot, I recommend the Prototype Crescent, which is an accurate version like the Messenger. Not the Messenger, I mean the The structured result, instead of dealing damage against weak spot by 24%, you sorry about that, I messed up about my talking. So next up is what I'm talking about is the board type crescent. I think the board type crescent, which instead of increasing the damage on weak spot, it will raise your attack by 36% and movement speed for 10% for 10 seconds, which is kinda good to consider you don't need to hit weak spot to get the benefit. And then you can use your board effect. Once you hit the weak spot one time, you get the bonus and you can use it many times during the duration. But this doesn't work on bosses as always. And then next up, the 5-star weapon, which I don't have. Next we got the Thundering Pulse, which is Yoimiya's signature weapon. Whenever you use it, Ganyu's attack person will increase her attack damage by 20%, depending on the attack you have. But it only works on normal attack, so yeah, it should same scenario with the compound bow. I think it's ringer. Same scenario with the compound bow. You can, if you wanna use the normal attack, you can use it on Ganyu if you wanna. But there's a lot of character bow users which use bow normal attack like Fizzle, Chartek, the Orchile, Yoimiya, Yelan. There's other good options. Next up we got Skyward Heart, which increase your crit damage, and there's 50% chance that your shot will deal an airway damage, scaling from your physical attack damage, and not your shot scaling. It's 145% physical attack damage, which is occurring every 4 seconds. And your charging shot, which is approximately like 3 or 4, you can trigger it more often. Next up we did the most good weapon, which is the greatest 5-star bow for Ganyu, which is Simon's bow. With the further you shot it, which when you're in close range against the enemy, that your extra damage will become minimal. But when you're far away from the target long range, the extra damage will be maximal. So that's all the bow that I recommend. So if you're a normal type player, use those weapons, and if you're a long range character user, go for the weapon that I mentioned. So I recommend using the long shot one, the charge shot, because Ganyu's play style are resolving about her charge attack. Okay, so next up is her artifact, and remember, you only need 4 pieces of them, not 5. So you can basically one of them use any artifact like elemental damage bonus, which is harder to farm, and you can use this. So you can use other set which have that elemental bonus. So right now there are 2 artifacts that I recommend. One is for Vaporite team and one for Freeze team, and I will explain that later about the lineups. So for the Vaporite team, you may wanna run 4 pieces of Wonder Troop with HP, attack, EM, and crit rate, also crit damage bonus. And for the substat, you might want to avoid death and HP, and you may want to prioritize crit rate, crit damage percent. And for the Freeze Calm, I recommend using artifact. For the Freeze Calm, you may want. Okay, hang on. Okay, I forgot to tell you guys what the benefit of the artifact, which is increased elemental max speed, so you can deal maximum damage of separate damage. And the fourth piece, which I recommend, is because it charge attack increase targeted damage by 35%, which will increase your damage bonus. So, moving on to the free comp, which is the 4-piece set when an card damage bonus and one character attacks an opponent affected by cryo. The crit rate is increased by 20%, and when they're frozen, you get 40% instead. So as always like this, you can just replace your crit rate because you get 40% of crit rate from the artifact set, and you can wanna build crit damage instead of this, and you can replace EM with attack percent. Okay, so next up is her Constellation, which I will not explain it long. I will explain it in a simple way. So you may wanna aim for Constellation level 1 because it will decrease cryo resistance, which means you can deal an extra damage. Since there's two bases. The first one, it applies the cryo resistance. While it's the second base, it deals damage it deals extra damage because it has cryo resistance. And for the end, if you save money or you wanna get more Constellation, I suggest that if that is situational, because if you're playing Ganyu, because Ganyu is always based on her charge attack, so if you guys wanna use your elemental burst, I suggest that you go for the Constellation level 4, because whenever enemy is in the area of the EP or burst, they will take extra damage according of how many times they got hit. Okay, so next up is her talents, which is also known as skill. So you wanna prioritize her normal attack, then her elemental burst, and threat of the killing. And then if you at Ascension level 1, because it deals after final first light arrow, the crit rate of the second base will be increased by 20%. So if you're running a Blizzard Sprayer or the cryo damage bonus, which I mentioned earlier, and the artifact, the 4-piece, which gave you 40%, and if we combine 40% from the artifact and 20% from the passive talent, you get a maximum of 60%, which is 6 out of 10 that will trigger a crit hit, and 4 of them not. And also you can use, if you are essentially looking for, your elemental burst will give, while you're in the area of its burst, you get 20% card damage bonus. So if you're running a prototype Dark Twister, you can enjoy the card damage bonus. But when you're using Hamayumi like I do, you cannot get the card damage bonus, I think, because when it's max charge, so you cannot use a burst. But after you use it, you lose the effect from the Hamayumi, but you have the effect from this passive. This passive for a limited duration of time while it deals damage. Okay, so for the lineup, I got two lineups or team that you wanna call, which is first it is with Ganyu, which works with the Wondrous Troop set that I mentioned earlier. So the team consists of Ganyu, Xiangling, Ganyu as the main DPS, Xiangling will be the Fire Enabler, Zhongli as the Silder, you can replace Zhongli with Noelle, and we got Bennett for healing and attack buffs. So note as a warning, my Bennett isn't built yet, so the damage from me and you will be different. So this is just a demonstration. So this is the first team, and the second team, which is Fritz Ganyu. which is consists of Ganyu as the main DPS, which runs on Blizzard's Barrier set, and Kazuha for attack buff or debuff the enemy. If you don't have Kazuha, you can replace with Sucrose, which will threats the enemy's elemental resistance. So only you can just replace it with Noel or as a Silver and Kokomi as the Hydro enablers. So if you don't have 3 of this, you can just it's okay. You can just run the free-to-play version, which is Sucrose, Noel, and Barbara.
We can do this.
So this is the free-to-play version. If you don't have those character, so you can use this character. Okay, so the demonstration for my 15, I will be using again this guy. So let me apply the silver, and then channeling Q, and then Bennett Q, and then we need to aim. Oh my god, it's I missed. Let me do this again. 7, 3. The maximum damage you can get is around 75,000 to 100,000 if you do the combo as I did. Next up, I'm going to test out the Fritz team. So as always, I'm going to use Shield, and then we'll go forward. So because the Shield won't generate a quick reaction, so I'm going to use Hydro Enabler, and then I'm going to use Custom to pull the enemy, and then I'm going to use HQ, and then use E, and then I'm going to spam this. There. Now the conclusion is the first team is not that high damage because I didn't use my crit damage crown. I used the attack because I borrowed my artifact from Ayaka, so you may want to see huge difference. So the conclusion is the first team can crit many times. So I suggest that you pick your Vape for that huge damage per screenshot. Okay, so I think that's it for today's guide. I hope you guys understand how Ganyu works. So if you understand, you can roll on her banner, which is happening right now. So I hope you get your Ganyu and then you follow my guide so you can achieve that spicy 75,000 to 100,000 damage. So if you enjoyed this guide, so make sure you like, comment, and subscribe so you won't miss out any content from me. So as always, I will see you guys there. Peace.